And in this topic, we are going to be discussing about how to make presence on YouTube. And as we have like already discussed, this session is pretty much is based on outcome based learnings. So, in which we put together some of the learnings and practices which make some difference in people's life, so that they can, make much more stronger progress towards their outcome. So, today with me, I have one of my huge friend called he runs his own fitness brand called Fit Sid, and his name is Sid. Basically, he's such an awesome person, and he has been working out lately from many years. He's professional athlete, and he's a professional certified trainer. So uh, basically, he also has quite a good amount of views on his YouTube channel and Instagram, and he constantly supports and helps people with their fitness goals. So, in this session, we would mostly be covering very limited scope of it because we have a very limited time frame. But the points that we are going to be covering in this would be towards the segment that how uh, we can make online presence. Specifically, we would be focusing on YouTube because it's a video sharing site, and other like social networks works differently. Their algorithms are different, and their content strategy and the mood setting and consumer behavior analysis is absolutely different in those platforms. So, hi Sid, how are you? I'm good, man. It's really good to have you here today. Yeah, yeah, man. It's been long. I mean, um, we met a few years back, and I was really inspired with his routines, and he was very focused. Yes, yes, yes. So at that point of time, I was beginner basically. I actually I always want to focus on my fitness, but my a lot of work and a lot of things, and crazy schedule always come in between, and it's just like I'm constantly trying to push myself in that segment also. So in upcoming 6 months, probably maybe I would be working more on my health because. Um, I am basically focusing on that also now. So yeah, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. So in my course, I also have I have a complete course on that. So it's like a huge course of 3 months, and in that course, I speak about 8 plus 2 dimensions of life. So on which I'm working on my book, like I call it the Lotus of Life, 8 plus 2 mountains to climb. So in that, like one mountain is complete health. So out of those 8 plus 2 mountains, one mountain is health. So health is not just the physical health. I call it like physio, emo, spiritual, mental, muscle. So it's my own word. I, I call it like physiomo, spiritual, mental, muscle. So it's like physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental muscle. So you have to work in all those four muscles in order to have a good health. Because if you have a good physical health, but you are not having good mental health, you are not having good emotional health, you are not spiritually connected with many things, then things won't be aligned. So this is one dimension in which I speak about most of the things. But today, like I just want to focus all my concentration towards like how to make presence on YouTube, that topic. And it was like a pretty long introduction of both of us. so what is in this perspective that I am seeing like more and more people are coming, and they are trying to provide services online because the time is changing. Just like after 2010, when digitalization came in picture, like when all these e-commerce sites and food delivery sites and all because before 2010 and 2009 there was not much digitalization in India. Basically, people used to go to offline stores and retail stores. People used to go to restaurants, and they used to shop offline, and mostly all the stuff was offline. But in this last decade, like, yes, yes, yes. So absolutely, you are saying the right thing. Like, people are focusing their complete criteria, even in personal development, even in personal training and fitness, online, because because of variety of reasons. So just like in past decade, from 2010 to 2020, the whole environment and structure is shifted. I think after this COVID-19 pandemic, this decade, which is going to which is upcoming decade, like 2020 to 2030, this whole upcoming decade is going to be shifted, because the whole business structure is going to transform. The way life is going to work is going to, really going to impact in that segment also. So, and it is going to give online industry a primary business perspective. Like in earlier age, online was a secondary optional medium of transactions. Now, people are more valuing it and more focusing it, to be as a primary stuff. So, pe- yes, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So, what you said right now, like in starting, like people were also struggling to come online and take all those services. Even trainers were not comfort. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, absolutely. So, like, people are becoming open now. Like, they are very much open to take online services, and uh, yes, yes. So so people are in fact enjoying this. Yes, because they are getting all the service as per their feasibility. So now that it is becoming, the structure is coming into the primary segment, what we can do in that, in order to make a presence online, first of all, the first thing that I recommend to people is like, don't focus on likes and followers. Shift your focus. Just in the beginning, in few months, in a starting years, in a starting, because if you are taking it as a lifetime career of passion, that you want to provide your services online and you are sorted, like you have chosen your path. So don't focus on likes and followers in the beginning, in the start, for few months and few years itself. Why is that? In place of that, focus on two things called impact and value. Just you just should focus you just should focus on impact and value, because the even if you impact two people or 10 people or 100 people, you don't need 10,000 followers for that. All you need is like 100 followers. But you should sharp your quality, and you should scrutinize your model and service and whatever you are providing in a way that first you get clear about yourself before expanding. First you get very filtered out and scrutinized about like in what, because your job in this industry is providing filtered information to people, is providing short expertise knowledge and practices to people, right? So first, until and unless you have figured out your sweet spot and you have grown your network, so the more people would come into you, you won't be having time and you won't be having opportunity to then create your business and then try to figure out like what is your sweet spot, what is your primary spot. So and that time it is going to be really hard for you to sustain business in upcoming time if you don't clear it on your first hand. So the first thing you need to do, you should not focus on likes and followers, you should focus on impact and value. The moment you start focusing on impact and value, you start to question yourself. When when you when you start to question yourself, you start building up yourself. What you build up in your mind is it creates a meaning. So the all your clients and customer are not looking for physical training, mostly they are looking for meaning. Mostly people are looking for a story, people are looking for a build up, you know. Even if somebody, see, training is a product. Let's understand, if training is just a product, just like a product you buy on Flipkart. Now Flipkart is selling physical products, you're selling intellectual products like services. So nobody is going to be interested in your product until and unless there is some meaning and emotion and story and value is attached to it. If the same quality of product somebody sells who is having no emotional connection, story and meaning attached to it, people are not going to buy it, because it's not Switzerland, it's India. You have to connect with people. People are like, they don't follow manuscripts and all that. Here people follow connections and impact and meaning, because people are so broken up, like 60 to 70% of uh, middle class average population, to which we call common man, they have tried really hard on their dreams, all of them, but they have broken up because it's just hard to be successful in India. And when you broke your trust, so you broke a lot of meanings, you broke a lot of feelings and emotions also. So if you provide emotionless and feelingless and meaningless and storyless and no build up service, people just look it as a cold hearted product, and most people are not interested in that. Okay, so the meaning, so the meaning of, so how this is just a learning. This is not a practice. So in this session, I would be providing you two things: learning and practice. So learning is for knowledge, and knowledge is potential. Okay, when you know something, you realize something, that is your potential. It is not power. It is not power, because it won't bring any physical change, but it is potential. It would make you capable, and it would put you in a position where you would become that person who can do that thing. All right. So first of all, you have to become that person who can pull that, because there are many people who have made their presence, or who did really good online, and who, and there are variety of factors. So first of all, anybody who is doing that is capable of doing that. So it's not about physical. It's about the some of the learnings and practices that we just didn't connect with earlier. So first, we need to increase our potential with the knowledge, and that knowledge would come with the learning. Once we have the learning, it would give us the realization. Once we have the realization, then we can practice and we can work on the outcome. Okay. So the first thing we need to realize that, like I have seen in your channel, you have posted so many videos for 2 years or 3 years. You have been posting videos for a long time. But what you were missing in all those 2 years, yes. So what you were missing in all those 2 years, if I give you that piece of learning right now, it would change your game. And and then your that simple learning, which would become your potential, would change your outcome also. So in physical terms, it would, you would be able to see different results. So whatever videos you're posting are good videos. There is nothing wrong with the content. There is nothing wrong with your commitment and passion and hard work. But what you are missing out is the build up. You are missing out. You Okay, so most people are missing out on that side. I haven't started working on YouTube yet, but I would be look I haven't started working on Instagram. See, my game is absolutely different. I am not a YouTuber or Instagrammer. I am working on an ecosystem here from past 6 years. So my job is absolutely I'm trying to be a entrepreneur. So just to survive, I do all these things, but mostly my complete focus is on building an ecosystem, that my mentorship studio and mentorship app, so that I can connect with all awesome people like you, who can provide services to millions of people. So so my focus have never been on being as an influencer or YouTuber, something like that. That is why, like, I just post my personal lifestyle. I don't post things which are good looking, which is like a business stuff. Maybe I would be working on content in upcoming time, but my primary focus right now is not gaining more likes and followers, but it's just scrutinizing the impact that I want to make. um, but yeah, I would love to have more people engaged with me, but for that I primarily need to sort many things on that. But here, what we are talking about. See, having. Right, right, right. So here's the thing. Here you have pulled out a different point here. uh, I would connect it with my what I was trying to reclaim. But first, I would like to solve this analogy that you have given me. It's absolutely amazing to have million followers. I'm not denying that. But the fact is, if you start working for million followers right now, if you set that goal in your mind, you would never be able to reach there, because the goal is not right. Second, it because a right goal setting is really important. If you set a wrong goal, so it is going to give a lot of self disappoint to you all the time whenever you don't get results, even after working hard. So it is really required that you set the right goal for yourself first. Second, the people who are having million followers have not started in this year or 2 year. They have started when the platforms were just they were in inception, like in early 2010 or 2012 or 2015 and 14. So all these people I see who have million followers have started really early on content itself. So their primary, if somebody is starting now, so it is impossible for a person to have million followers in 6 months or 1 year. Why is that? It's almost impossible, because all the platforms, the way they work, earlier their primary need was, the primary need of the platform was to have content. So the platform was promoting you on that time as an organic, because there were not much content. If you see, like 2012 or 2015, not many people in 2010 when it started, or even if you see 2015, not a lot of people used to create content, because the business was offline. In 2015, people used to do offline business, and only people who were cool enough to, and the people who were doing it were not doing it for business. Whatever content they were posting, they were doing it as a hobby or their passion. So they have started with a different goal. The people who have the million followers never started it as a business, because it would never work that way. They started as a hobby and a passion, and that too like 4 or 5 years back, when the platform was not having much content, and the companies were in need of the content. So they were self promoting all these people and the content of these people. Now the game is opposite. Facebook and Instagram would not, even if you see the organic reach of any IGTV video or any normal video, they have just reduced it, and they cannot, scale it the way it was like 5 years back, because they want revenue. They want you to do paid promotions. So if you see like earlier, people used to could do unlimited comments. Earlier people could follow unlimited followers, and all these apps like follow unfollow apps, and so there were not limits. It was an open platform. People could do anything. There were many things there where people would run extra plugins to get all these extra followers and likes, and the whole algorithm was different, man. It was absolutely. Today, like, the companies want you to do paid promotions, every single one of you. So that is the reason they have made it really hard, because they understand, like, right. So now, if you, no matter how hard you try, the content that you have put right now, if you have put this content in 2015, you would already have around 100K or 50K followers with this content that you already have. Let alone me, I'm just posting shit. But what you have like very uh, filtered content. What you post is like very sorted and clear. You would have like 10K or 50K followers if you had posted this content like in 2015 or 5 years or 6 years back. So today, like, the reach is, it's the game of the reach. It's not the game of the quality of content, or it's not about, you should caution yourself. What you are doing absolutely right. It's just the game has become more harder. So so what, it's not just promotion. There are variety of things. It's just you have to be sharp, you have to be on point, you have to be at your best in your industry. Only then you would be able to reach million followers. If you are having the, you just compare your profile with the person who is having the million followers. He must be having thousands of posts, and his workout and his lifestyle would be crazy, and he would have started 5 6 years back. So it's the amalgamation of all the things. Yes, right. So what we can do now, let's look at the outcome. So before outcome, first we must understand the learning. I was like, I couldn't complete my learning. What I was trying to give you. So the number one point that you can notice is that first you need to learn the art of creating a meaning. See, creating a meaning not only helps you with a build up, like every single post you do, every single activity you do in your life has a meaning wrapped around it. Not only it creates a lot, it's like movie, you are creating your own movie. So not only it creates a complete build up that people are interested in it, or the people who are looking for some meaning, and people who are looking for some trusted service are interested in it, but it also puts you in a spot where you would be able to enjoy the process, because it is so hard to do that. If you don't enjoy it, you have already failed. So success without fulfillment is a biggest failure. So you have to be fulfilled. Like, progress gives you happiness, that's true, but that progress is not going to give you happiness until and unless there is a story and meaning and build up wrapped around it. What I mean by that, if we see practically the types of videos you posted in past 2 years, they were, if we call them, like they were like solo videos. uh, solo as in the complete meaning of that video was limited to that video itself. It was not expanding to your brand, it was not expanding to your profile. Your one video was not connecting to another video, and then your second video was not connecting to third video, and your third video was not connecting to 30th video, and your 30th video was not connecting to your 3000th video. So the power of build up is, if somebody watch your one video today by mistake, it should force him to watch all other videos to him. So that's what the build up is, because if he doesn't watch your other videos, he would feel incomplete and unsatisfied. See, as per the content is good. Content is not lacking. You are missing out on a story. You are missing out on a story. What you need to do for that, you need to take few hours, like, I know you have a very tight schedule, but if you could take like, 2 hours or 1 hour, half an hour or 1 hour in a week or in a day, and you just switch off the lights of your studio or of your room or wherever you sit, and you just close your eyes and you start visualizing. So what is visualization is like, when you start seeing your future in your mind, how it should look, how it's like your own movie. It's like the TV is not there in front of you. You are closing your eyes and you're creating your own TV within your mind. So okay, so when you start creating that visualization every single week or every single day, half an hour or 1 hour, you would start to create a story for yourself. The like is the lifestyle that you want to live like in upcoming year. So it should be like, even if the business doesn't work out, the lifestyle worked out and you are pretty happy with that. So what this does, this single thing helps you in creating a build up, helps you in creating a story. So when you are creating a story, by default, there would be many hidden things that would pop up. Like, a movie should have a movie name, right? When you start creating a movie, it should have a name. So you got a label now. So it's like I told you, you can create a show. So when you are seeing like you want to create a show, so a show must have name. So it's a build up, like, everybody would not see you as a fitness trainer, like somebody who is posting fitness videos. Now people would start to see you as an expert who is putting together his own show, and the show is having a name. And I'm just giving you an example of a show. It could be anything. It could be a community, it could be, you're right, it could be a program, or it could be anything, project, or so. That would depend on the visualization and the your movie that you are trying to create for yourself, the build up, the story that you're trying to create for yourself. When you start to do that, then first you have the name with you. See, hidden things would start to come up day by day. Then you would see, like, the previous video I did that, so in this video I should do that. So it would start to give you the ending of the previous video and starting of the today's video a connection. So any person who is watching your today's video, it would create a need and curiosity in his mind to watch your other video. And then if you work for it for like 3 months, you would have enough videos. Let's say you have 20 videos in 3 months. So that is not 20 video, that is a complete, if we say every single video is of 20 minutes, so those 20 videos is a complete full packaged gold content, which is interrelated. It's like a movie broken down into pieces. right? So whenever you post your one episode, it's not like you're promoting your one episode, it's like you're promoting your whole 20 videos, and which is promoting your remaining 200 videos, and which is promoting your profile and channel. Okay, so your one piece of episode would be promoting your whole channel, your brand, and your whole existence. So that is called the inbound micro video. Okay, this is important. So it would give you a professional touch to the work that you're doing. And then when you start marketing a single piece, like let's say you're in your market. So whenever you're trying to create business, you need to understand there are four segments in any business in order to be successful. First, you have a proper product plan. Like your product plan is good, you provide fitness services and whatever other things also. Then you should have a proper marketing plan. So your marketing plan, we will see like what we can do. Right now we have created, I have given you a strategy, that was a learning. Now I would be giving you a practice. Okay, so it would give you the physical outcome, because this whole session is about bringing real outcome in people's life. So I just don't want to leave people with learnings, I want to give them the practices and points. If people take actions on them, it should change the outcome which they were having in earlier 1 year or 2 year in the whole life. So I have what I've learned in 10 years, people should save their uh, you know a few years and some more, a lot of money with these learnings and practices that I've earned, like after investing many lakhs and many years of my life. So that's the whole point of the session, to bring outcome in people's life. Okay, I just want to see many outcome in many people's life. So I hope what I'm trying to do is, like, I'm trying to give impactful, valuable content in this session, so that if anybody sees this after upcoming time, he also take benefit from it. It Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's helpful. Thank you, thank you. You can take a notepad and pen and you can note down also, because what happens, like on the moment we have it, there are so many things coming, so sometimes we forget also. But if we write it down, then we will recall them like in upcoming years. So if you want, like, you can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just note down like words like visualization. I've given you. Then I've given you story. Then I've given you meaning. Then I've given you build up. Then I've given you a show and name and episode and all that. So you can just hashtag words. You can note down. So you can relate it like whenever this call is ending, and you can take more benefit of it. Okay. So now what you have to do, once you have your product plan ready, so in order to run a successful business you need to understand that you should be focusing constantly on single word, which is called growth. A business who doesn't grow every day dies. If today you are rising up and you are not making progress for today, it's a wasted day, and it's a wasted week also, because it would discourage you for tomorrow also. Because to keep the juices up, you need to make progress every single day, even if it is not giving any result, but you need to make progress. It would keep your juices on. And uh, in what segments you need to grow, first you should have a proper product plan. Second, you should have a proper marketing plan. Like 50% of the product is important, 50% of the marketing is important. Let's say you have put 6 months in your product, so you must put at least 3 months to 4 months in your marketing also. If you don't do that, your business die, because marketing is going to grow your business. Your product is a waste if you're not marketing that product. Like I have put 10 years in whatever I have created today, and if I'm not marketing it for at least 1 year or 2 years, it's a waste of 10 years if it is sitting in my home. So marketing is 50%. Then the third thing is, you should have a proper sales plan. So in a marketing plan, you create prospects. You create prospects like who are potential customers. Like if you bring 100 people in your marketing, possibly 5 or 10 people would be your clients out of those hundreds. So all these 100 people are no, not everybody converts. You need to accept that. You need to accept that, because if you don't know that, it would hurt you. So in business, like, if you need to understand, like, in your marketing plan, if you're bringing like 100 people in your funnel, so if you're able to convert 10 people out of 100, you are the luckiest person on earth, because only 2% or 3% people convert. So if you're able to convert 10% rate, so it's a good rate. So first you have a proper product plan, then you should have a proper marketing plan, then you should have a proper sales plan to convert those 100 prospects into your potential customers, clients. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. So out of 1,000 people, only two or three people were converting. Yes, this is how it works. This is how it works, because most often people don't, know that, and they expect a lot, but when the expectation doesn't fill up, so it disappoints them, and it also stops them from making their next move in that segment. So you must understand that, it's, even if there is 2% or 3% rate, that's good. Even if there is 0.1% rate, it's still good than nothing. You must be missing out on certain things that people are not engaging much. So then third, you should have a proper sales plan, and fourth, you should have a proper delivery plan. All right. So four things you need in a business to run a proper business in your life. First, you should have a proper product plan to provide service. Second, you should have a proper marketing plan to create prospects. Third, you should have a proper sales plan to convert those prospects into your potential clients and customers. And fourth, you should have a proper delivery plan to provide that service for which your customers came for you. Once you have these four departments or four segments and four things sorted in your mind, you would be able to lead, and you would be able to grow in your business, because now you have learned the way it should work. If you don't know that, it will always be messy in your mind. You won't be able to segregate between many things. So these are the yeah, yeah, you were asking. No, 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 no. In how many years? No, no. Other people getting millions of subscribers in how many years? See, let me tell you something, brother. Here, first thing you need to understand: you should not compare your story with anybody else. You have no idea what that person have gone through and what they have done, in what time zone they have started, in what industry they are working in, what type of content they are providing, how much connection they have with other people, how much god has gifted them, other things, when they have. See, success is a complete mystery, and the secrets are fall hidden within the process itself. If something has worked and somebody is having a million subscribers, so that person must be one in million. You need to understand that there are millions of people who were doing it, so that person would be one in million who has, and that too, like when everything worked for him because he started early, he was not having much responsibilities, he started just when he was 20 or 23, 24, and then on that platform was not having much content, and in 4 years back the whole game was different, and he got those million subscribers 3 years back, not today, or 2 years back, not today. So if somebody starts today or one is starting 1 year back, it's not possible. And no matter what content you do, platform is not partial. It's similar for everybody. You should stop comparing because algorithm doesn't understand whether I am doing it for Sid or I am doing it for Suhani. So anybody who is doing it are similar people and similar things for the platform. Sundar Pichai is not coming to change the algorithm. It's like abstract for every. So what you can do, first thing, you should avoid self disappointment because the work you are doing, the hard work that you are doing, you should always be winning in your mind. You should accept. See, it's a lifelong game. If I tell you my story, I have done 13 startups. How many? 13 startups. It's my 14th startup, and it's been 10 years. I have faced the loss of 65 lakh rupees, and my professional career, I have given up on my job that I was having, which I was having 12 lakh of package 5 years back. So I have left the secured job. I have left many relationships. I have left many friends. I have sacrificed my family and uh, so many things. So after 10 years, like where I am right now, nowhere. But I don't disappoint myself because what I've got with that process, nobody else has got that. When I see it like in from my eyes, like when I see the life in like 8 plus 2 dimensions, so career and finance is just one dimension. There are 8 or 9 other dimension, and people who are just going deep in one dimension, like career, even though have secured careers, but they don't have fulfillment, they don't have enthusiasm, they don't have joy, they don't have good relationships, they don't have good health, they don't have good social abundance, they don't have good learnings and knowledge, they don't have awareness, they don't have concentration, they don't have their family with them. Lakhs of people are doing job in a different city. They don't have a proper lifestyle, they don't have freedom, they don't have relationship, they don't have many other things. So so that's not a successful lifestyle. So it doesn't disappoint me. So whatever, see, everybody works in their own time zone. So don't compare yourself with anybody else. First of all, you need to do that. Whatever everybody gets what they deserve. Whatever you have is what you deserve. If you don't have something and if you want something, you need to become that person who could get that. All right, it's not about the goal, not even hard. It's about, see, it's not about the goal, it's who you have to become in order to achieve that goal, because the goal is similar for everybody. That's whatever you want, you are surrounded by them. Like you want a good girlfriend, you want a good car, you want a good house, you want a good secured career. Whatever you want is around you itself. If you It's just the matter of recognition, realization. So when you realize that thing, why I'm not getting that, you would start to create a build up to get that. But it would take a build up, it would take a story, it would take a meaning to get that. That you would be able to see when you would start to visualize. You get it? Let's say you want a car or you want a good golf. Until and unless you create a meaning, you are not going to get that. And it's just hard as fuck because creating a meaning takes very small steps for many months and many years. But the good part of this, if you do a meaningful work, the progress is visible to you. And even if you don't reach out to that goal, that you were working for, that goal is not the prize. The prize is the process that you have gone through, is the progress that you have made. Because when you're creating a meaning, you are filling your heart and your mind with so much of happiness that your the whole progress, the whole meaning becomes your prize. And then whatever you want, like a car and whatever, in the end it just works as a cherry on the cake. So the cake is the process, the meaning, and that thing that in the end you're going to get is just a cherry. All right, you got that? Okay. So you live with that perspective, you would never disappoint yourself, even if you don't have much bank balance, or even if you, because the other things that you would have, not many people would have that. See, first you need to understand what is success. Many people have very wrong perspective of success. Until and unless you don't have your vision clear, you are what you're working hard for, you don't even know what you're working hard for. You should have vision clear. So what is vision? Vision is not money. Vision is balance. It's not going deep in one dimension, like having a secured career and having a lot of money. It's not that. Or having just good fitness. It's not that. Or having just one good girlfriend. It's not that. Or having good living with your family without. It's the balance between these 8 plus 2 dimensions. It's not going deep in one dimension. It's maintaining the balance in all these 8 plus 2 dimensions. And then making progress to your potential. Is the balance. Word is the balance. So that would only, success is having the balance and reaching out to your potential. So uh, that would only be possible for once you are having the visualization, and then when you start to create your show or episode or your program on YouTube or social media or anywhere, once you have your vision clear, so it would fuel you up. Once you have your vision clear with you, it would fuel you up. Once you have a meaning in place, it would be a story for yourself. And then whatever you would be doing, it won't be for likes and followers, it would be for impact and value. So when you would be doing it, yeah, so I'm doing my job. Yeah, yeah, I am giving motivation and mentorship. Okay, I'm really grateful that it's helpful for you. No, but that's true, because it's again like, if you set you are setting the goal which is not in your hand. Like, you're setting the goal that you want to have more likes and more comments. It's not in your hand. It's the hand of other people, and it is in the hand of God and in the hand of other things. So never set the goal which is not in your hand. It is always going to disappoint you. See, I told you earlier, never be disappointed, never disappoint yourself. See, tell me one thing. Just tell me one thing. If you are working hard for, let's say, 5 years, and after 5 years things didn't work out pretty well, how you were thinking, and then after 5 years you just hear one single line, and it made all sense that why it didn't work for 5 years. It was just that one line, just that one realization. Wouldn't it hurt you? You have lost your 5 years, you have lost your a lot of money, you have lost your young youth. Isn't it going to hurt you? Right. So what people don't understand in India, that mentorship is really important. Because when I realized it, I was already in loss, and I was already in a lot of, I was just I have gone through all these things that you might be. See, when I understood the importance of mentorship and motivation, I actually felt like all the time I was facing loss, it was not because anything else but my own lack of learnings. I was not aware about things that I must have been. If I knew these things 5 years back, and if I practice them properly, so it's just two things: learning and practices. So if I knew those things 5 years back, and if I practiced it 5 years back, I would really have been successful in these 5 years. Just because I'm knowing these things after 5 years, I can do anything else. So that is the whole reason I have created a course. No, I haven't started promoting it yet. So I would be soon. I My goal is like having to promote this. I have created three courses basically. So one is for school students, one is for professionals, aspiring professionals, like all these people who are doing college or who are doing arts or craft or dancing and fitness and anything, like who are aspiring professionals. And the third one is for professionals who are like leaders and working professionals and who are established in their industry. So there are three courses that I've created. Yeah, I'm just hoping for that. I'm still, see, my goal is just like, it's not making money. Still, it's not doing. And it took me 1.5 year to create that course. I have never disclosed it, but I have put like, okay, so that website is just for one session. That's like, this for this outcome for this session. That's like 249 rupees session like this. So I have like three sessions, like 249 for students, 499 for aspiring professionals, and 899 for established professionals. So that website is just for generating leads. It's just for session. So the course is like a different game. Although I would be posting the course information on that website itself, but I haven't shared it yet. So the course is like a different thing than session. So I have just it's just like this outcome based session. Yeah, that full course is like a complete course. It's like a 3 month course which you can complete it in 15 days or 20 or 25 days, or whatever. Like it depends on your speed limit. It has video content. So there are like 8 plus 5 6 chapters. So these in student there are 5 chapters, and aspiring and professional there are 8 chapter, and every chapter have 4 lessons, and that chapter covers like 62 topics, like vision, success, sequence, disappointments, frustration, learnings, how to be successful, dreams. It talks about every. See, in India, I haven't seen that course anybody has created. It's like my first primary product that you can say. So, in a start, like I would be doing it on 90% discount, like, because I want to, reach to more and more people, and then I would see like whatsoever people want to take benefit from it. So yeah, yeah. So that course is like I think I would be posting that in colleges and schools also, because every single person, every single student, every single college student or working professional must see that course. It would change the whole dynamics of that person. I mean, it's complete lifestyle transformation course. It would literally help people to get a lot of realization that if somebody is a working professional, it would give them happiness and enthusiasm and joy in their life, and they would be able to work in other 9 dimension than their career. If somebody is working in good in their relationship and health, but they are missing out on other 6 dimension, it would help them in other six. So it would help people no matter what in all these different dimensions that they are lacking in their life. So yeah, it's just we are just finishing here. Yeah. So we are just finishing here. So what you can do. Yeah, yeah, no, not a problem. So we are just finishing here. It's just 1 hour long session. It has already gone really long session. So I hope this complete things were helpful for you. So on YouTube, what you can do, how you can create a presence on YouTube, just you need to change your strategy first. The strategy should not be posting just more and more videos. It should be creating more and more quality content that has a build up and storyline within them attached. Within, like if there are 20 videos you are posting, all these 20 videos should be interconnected with each other. And then what outcome you can do, you should, that's a product. So what you should do, you should work on your marketing plan. Like what you could do, you can take a bulk SMS or bulk WhatsApp service from any provider, or bulk emailing service from any provider. So when you have a bulk emailing service and bulk WhatsApp service, what you can do, you can, if you start promoting one link, one episode with the bulk WhatsApp to like 1000 people or 50,000 people, so that person would be coming for one episode, but because you have created a build up, he would be watching all of your videos. So then you would be reaching to like thousands of people with a single piece of content. It's called inbound marketing. It makes sense. Yeah. So that you can do for the, yeah. And then grind for like a few months and year, and let's see if it brings any change and outcome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Like that's a compliment. Okay. So like I think we are all good with this session. I hope this really helped you. Yeah. And I wish you more and more love and more luck. You are really doing good in your life. Just be happy. And I hope to meet you soon. Yeah. 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 All right. Thank you so much, Sid. Yeah. It was amazing having this session with you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Take care.